Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy 2KJ Gaming back here today with another video. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some things that NBA 2K19 MyTeam has to have in order for it to be fire, just like it was from like 2K14 through 2K16. Because to me, that's when it was, that's when it was fire. I could play it as much as I want, never get bored of it. So 2K14, 15, and 16, that's where it was at. And after this video is done, man, I'm basically done with making these types of like MyTeam wish listings for 2K19, because after this video I'll pretty much have covered everything I want to say about what I want to have in 2K19. And real quick, man, before the video starts, if y'all could go ahead and drop a like on this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. It takes less than a second of your time and I really do appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get into the first thing. So first off, 2K14 was a mode that I played a lot. It's really that's like the year that I really just started spending a bunch of money on MyTeam. I probably spent somewhere like close to $1,000 on VC throughout the whole year. 2K15, probably like around the same, 1,000. And then 2K16 is where like I just spent over 1,000, because that's when like VC, they had like a bunch of VC sales. Packs were good, they were pretty decent. Golda was a thing. If y'all don't know what Golda is, it was like a website where you could go ahead and buy legit MT for like Xbox, PC, PS4, all that, and you never got banned. Like the only time you got banned is when you probably bought like, I don't know, maybe like 10 mil in one night. That's the only time you'd get banned. But if it was just like 100k or 500k, you were good. You were good. You wouldn't get banned, and that's when it was really good. That's when it was fun to play. That's my favorite MyTeam. For like all the next gens, that's my favorite MyTeam. 2K16, and then 2K17, I really didn't spend that much on it. I probably spent like around $500, and now this year I probably spent somewhere like $400 probably. And to me, this year's MyTeam, it's not that good. They could have done a lot of things better, and they took away so many things. Like if you're trying to improve as a company, how are you going to go ahead and take away things instead of adding things or keeping them in? So anyways, the first thing that 2K19 MyTeam needs to do is stop boosting centers threes when they can't shoot. So this was last year. I think the card was George Mikan, an Amethyst George Mikan. And if you don't know him, he's a player from the 60s. And he had like a high 80, low 90 three ball, which to me was so dumb. Because he played in an era where there was no three-point line, none. He never shot a three, he never made a three, nothing like that. But yet this dude has a high 80, low 93. I can't remember the exact stat, but I just know it was like a high 80, low 90. And another recent one is probably the Hakeem Olajuwon, the Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon that's in the game right now. I think it's the Clutch Closers reward set. That it's a Diamond Hakeem, and I don't have the stats in front of me, but I know again it's like a high 80, low 93 ball. And to me, that's so dumb. I shouldn't have to worry about Hakeem. Like maybe Hakeem hit a couple threes in his career, not a lot, but not a little. I don't know exactly how many he hit. Like I said, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I know he hit a couple threes, pretty sure. But for him to get like a high 80, three ball, like that's so dumb. I shouldn't have to worry about Hakeem being a sharpshooter in the corner. He's not a Ray Allen, he's not a Steph Curry, he's not a Reggie Miller. So I don't think we should have to worry about centers shooting threes. Like if we're just gonna go ahead and give players random high stats, might as well just give Shaq a three-pointer, give him a free throw while you're at it, go ahead and give him a mid-range, maybe go ahead and slap on some dribble animations to him. Because I get why they did it though, because for the Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon, they just want people to go ahead and buy packs so they could complete the collection. So that's why they boost like a bunch of his stats. And to me, you shouldn't have to do that to for a person to go ahead and try to get the the collection reward. You shouldn't have to like go ahead and like boost player stats up. If they want it, they want it. If not, oh well, big deal. But yeah, they should go ahead and take that out. Stop boosting centers threes. Second thing is bring back the gauntlet mode. So there was only two gauntlet modes, 2K16 and 2K17. The best one was in 2K16 because back then you were able to go ahead and restart whenever you wanted. You could have been like in your sixth game, you could have gone ahead and restart, and there was really no penalty. The only penalty was you would restart, and I think you would lose picks. So like if you get like 2 wins, that was 1 pick. Like 5 wins, It was like two or three picks, something like that. And then in 2K17, they just went ahead and went backwards because you weren't able to restart. Once you locked in the 10 players, that was it. You couldn't restart. You would have to play all 10 games, and then you were able to, choose another whole gauntlet squad. And in 2K16, it was better because you were able to test out new diamond cards, new diamond throwbacks that came out, or new cards that came out. You were able to go ahead, sit there. It would take a couple minutes. I'm not gonna lie, it would take a couple minutes, maybe sometimes an hour to do so, but it was still, it was still fun. Just going ahead, standing right there, and trying to get the new diamond, Jamal Crawford, diamond, I don't know, Luis Scola, all those cards. It was so fun to do that. So if they could go ahead and add that back in this next coming MyTeam in 2K19, that'd be nice. And also if they could update, because I remember you got like a Amethyst reward, Clyde Drexler. If they could go ahead and update because they were supposed to do that. They were supposed to give us like multiple cards, but they never did. So if they could go ahead and give us like a new Amethyst maybe every month or every 2 weeks, something like that, that'd be pretty cool. Next thing on the list is go ahead and bring back dynamic duos. Now they have something like this. It's kind of similar. It's the moments cards, but I think dynamic duos were way better. The only problem I had with it was that getting a dynamic player, whether it was a good or bad one, was extremely rare. So if they could go ahead and maybe improve the pack odds a little bit, that'd be pretty cool. And it's also a good way to make MT when you think about it, because think about it. Let's just say Donovan Mitchell, right? You got a bronze. I don't know what he started off with this year, maybe a bronze or a silver. But you go ahead, you pick him up, and it's a dynamic duo. And, he probably goes for like 2 or 3K. And then once the season, now that he's having like a rookie of the year season, he goes up to like an amethyst, maybe even a diamond, and then from like 2,000-3,000 that you bought it for, then he goes up, he skyrockets in price to maybe like 100K or something like that. So go ahead and bring back dynamic duos. Maybe they can update them weekly or something like that. So that'd be pretty dope. Fourth on the list is throwback packs. So I want throwback packs and historic packs. First off, throwback packs and historic packs should be two different things. They shouldn't be the same thing. Throwbacks should only come out, throwback Thursday players should only come out on Thursdays. They shouldn't be out for Monday through Sunday. They should only be out on Thursdays, and it makes a historic set something completely different. I want those two things separated. I want throwback Thursdays, just like from 2K16 when they used to come out with the Onyx players and it would only be on Thursdays. They would leave them like till Friday morning, but that's just because I think they had to like wait to do that. So if they could go ahead and do that for us, that'd be better than having both historics and throwbacks on the same thing. Because to me, that's not really the packs that we have right now. That's not really a throwback. That's not really a throwback pack. They say throwback packs, but that's not really a throwback. That's historics. So if they could go ahead and give us throwback packs and historic packs, that'd be pretty dope. And last but not least, go ahead and make the historic rewards cards, like make them something that we want. Don't make them like a cheap player. So like, for example, the Orlando Magic, right? Historic Orlando Magic. If you go ahead and complete the set, you would expect to get somebody like, I don't know, maybe Shaq, Penny, T-Mac, Dwight, Grant Hill maybe. You would expect to get a player like that for completing a historic set, especially since, the historic set costs a lot. But no, who do you get for the Orlando Magic? You go ahead and you get Aaron Aflalo. So to me, Aaron Aflalo, he isn't known really as a Magic player. I mean, he probably is known as a Magic player now after that fight he had with, I forgot, it was a center. I think it was from like Portland, or I can't remember, or Toronto, when he threw hands. So they could go ahead and give us like, I don't know, maybe a Shaq or a Penny, someone who is an Orlando player Magic. A player from the Orlando Magic that's like well known, not just like a random somebody who played like 2-3 seasons with them. Same thing with like the Utah Jazz. The Charlotte Hornets. They have Al Jefferson as a reward player, an Amethyst Al Jefferson, and it's like he's not really known as a Hornet either. Go ahead and give us like a Del Curry or who else? Alonzo Mourning. Give us somebody like that. And that'd be better instead of giving us these cheap players that nobody really knows about. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up for the wish list that I want. So hopefully 2K, man, hopefully they find this video and they could actually input a lot of my ideas in there, because I feel like these are some good ideas. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If y'all like today's video, make sure to drop a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, man, thank you for sticking to the end, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.